Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel and my eBay sellers account, GB Hatchery. This is in reference to this Optoma. Let's see, what is this? This is a HD141X, and this is a 3D projector that is in the range of 3,000 lumens. And I have an Xbox One X here. This is brand new. And I talk like that around my Xbox. It just happens. And I gotta say, I recommend not buying these cheap leather couches. But I do recommend buying this and also this. But this one's for sale. This isn't. I just bought this. And but this Optoma's for sale. It's a HD141X. It's 3D capable, which is nice. And I don't have the ability to test that, but I'm pretty sure it would work. And you have to have an emitter and then the 3D glasses, and they work together. And then you can have 3D if you're into that. There's a limited amount of 3D out there, so. But this is an excellent projector, and I'm actually testing it with the Xbox One X. It's a new system that's actually 4K capable. But I have a 4K TV, and I didn't want to spend a buku amount of money. So I actually bought a smaller 4K TV, only 50 inches, and then I have projectors. And they have HDR-like capabilities just by the nature of projection. It's never been really talked about, but it's always been there with projection because they can turn down the amount of light. And this is with lights on, and I have a high-gain wall that I painted. It's a darker color, but it has little speckles in it. So that's what I'm testing it here with. And you can see that it has a resolution that you can see up close. Further back you can't see it. It's 1080p 100%. This is not a 720p projector that takes the 1080p signal. This is a 720p projector outright. It's native 1080p. So that's awesome for video games because every pixel that you designate to go up there goes up there. And the Xbox One X actually will detect what it's doing, and it detected this as 1080p. It's actually set to 4K because I had it downstairs on my 50-inch, and it was looking excellent. Some of these games have choices. Tomb Raider is 1080p 60 frames per second or 4K 30, and Titanfall is the one I just got, and this one has dynamic scaling. I think it maxes out at 1800p and then knocks it down when it needs to. I run out of breath. Here we go. Titanfall. Okay. The Xbox and the Optoma, they take care of the wind out of your lungs. You just when you're around it, it's like, man. Whew. That's a bad combo right there. I also have the PlayStation 4, and I can plug that in too. But you probably just want to buy the projector. But this is a new system, and I was playing Forza last night, and it was going great. But I don't want to make this too personal. Enough about me. It's about the projector. It's for sale. It works great. The HDMI inputs work, which is very important. Both of them. I checked them both. The sound output works, so if you want to wear headphones, you can be by the projector. It actually has speakers, so you don't need to set up speakers immediately, which is nice because as soon as you get it, you can plug it in, you can turn the volume up, you can hear what you're doing, and you can use it, because no one wants to set them up that much. Then when you want to perfect it, a person can go ahead and do more. Put speakers like that sound bar in. And that's the box for this projector. It'll arrive in a box similar to what it's sitting on. It has all the original stuff with it. It looks like it's brand new when you open it. You know, it's got this, and there's a cable down there, and there is a remote. So that's all set. There's some scratches on the top. I actually taped the screws to it because it has a brand new bulb in it, and I had some screws taken out because I had to look at the inside to make sure that everything was clean, and it's been thoroughly cleaned inside and out. And I do not recommend getting inside there. There's all kinds of ribbon cables there's things you can break. It's precarious. So here is and you have to have one of those, what do they call those? The spectrometers for the wave. So here's the multiplayer. I don't do multiplayer. I do campaign. I really don't play online that much, but so what's nice is the Xbox actually loads a little quicker than some other systems, and it's not the 10 seconds from years ago, it's the 2 minutes from today. So now we're looking at 90 seconds, and if you go for a pop or something, sometimes it's loaded before you get back instead of just finishing, so that's nice. And I do still have the lights on. If you have a white screen, it'll be more washed out. I have some of the light blocked, but I have white walls, so that reflects. That's a 300 watt incandescent, well, yeah, replacement. It's a spiral lamp, but I mean, it's the size of my hand. And I can still see it during the day. So if you want to watch cartoons during the day, it works. If you want to play games, you got to block a little bit of light. This actually has a feature that is called, nope, don't want to do that. Let's see. Okay. So it has keystone. For a person that wants to aim it up higher on the wall, you're going to need to do that so that it looks okay with the rest of the wall there. So that's the keystone, and it's a digital keystone, so it does mess with the res a little bit. It actually just changes how things are thrown onto the wall. And the other main thing, here's 3D. I haven't really messed with that. There's zoom, but it'll just cut off the edges of what you're watching. Edge mask will just put a mask around the outside edge. You have format, it's on 16:9, 4:3. We're all doing 16:9 these days for home theater. Now if you're doing something for work, you might want to do 4:3. Uh-oh. Okay. So here's projection, and that one would change if it's upside down or right side up. So it's set up right now to be right side up. If you hang it upside down, the projection, it kind of goes straight out of the bottom of it, and then it angles up for the top. So if you have it on the ceiling, it has to be upside down, or else it won't work very well. I mean, you might be able to get it to work, I don't know. But most people would mount it upside down. There's mounting lugs on the bottom. Or at least there's inside threads. And let's see, where are we going? Okay, so I'm going to fumble around here. And we're all just going to put up with it, even myself. So here's brightness. So you can change the brightness, but that usually changes everything. And then there's something in the advanced menu at the bottom. There's color temperature, but there's one called brilliant color. And there's a clear segment in this color wheel. So some of these have RGB, which is red, green, blue color wheels. This one has red, green, blue, and then it has like a yellow. I don't know if you call that magenta. I don't know. I'm not sure about colors. But then it has a clear section, which allows just white light to come from the bulb and go up there. So that changes your whites, and they call it brilliant color, but honestly, the colors are brilliant when you turn it down. So it's a little misleading in that regard, in my opinion. So I'm not a sales tech here, but the menu just dropped. So I'm going to go back to advanced, and it's called brilliant color, and it's up all the way right now because I actually like it. But you can turn it down, and the whites tend to dim a little bit. So that's the difference between this and like the HD20. Here, I turned it back up. The HD20 has RGB color wheel with no clear section, and it does whites by, I would assume, including all of the colors together to make white. But at each pass it's blocking some of the light. So this one, it has a clear section. It's actually a lower wattage bulb, but you get the clear section, so it increases measurable lumens to, I think, around 3,000, 2,800 or something like that. But color brightness is probably similar to the HD20, and the HD20 is excellent, and this is excellent. Since I do daytime viewing, sometimes I will turn the bright all the way up, every way possible, so I include the brilliant coloring on that. So I should have loaded that while I was talking. Oh, I did. Okay. So this is on a Kyocera phone, and there's only so many pixels it's going to record. But this just gives you an idea. This is the Xbox One X, 60 frames a second. It's very smooth, way smoother than I can see on my phone. I don't know. It's just really nice. And the projector is excellent. So you can see the product that you get. And I don't like a lot of shooter games, but unfortunately if it has good science fiction, I have to play it. So I don't play any of the military games. I don't enjoy that. I'm a real big racing fan. There's a really nice racing game on this system, as there are on the PS4. This is not a PS4 bash at all, because I actually own both, and any smart person usually does. As with projectors and TVs, I would recommend both. And if you only want to have one, that doesn't mean you're stupid. I wasn't saying that. But anyway, if you want to get me back for that comment, just leave it in the comments below. That would be totally fair. But I like this system. I just got it, and I love the projector, but I actually already have one. Up here I have a HD20 right there, and it's quite a bigger picture. When I do that, it's probably within a foot on either side. I get really big. In fact, I could even probably plug it in. So, this is my temporary setup because I actually change projectors out quite regularly. So that one just turned on. We're going to see what it's made out of. Probably the same thing as this one. So it's dim because it's daytime. But that's just the way it goes. I gotta get off here. It's been 13 minutes. This projector is for sale. It comes with the cord, the remote, the instructions. That box over there, it'll come in a box that looks just like the one below it. And it'll be a happy deal. You have 60 days to send it back. I don't recommend sending it back because it's going to be a lot of fun. Happy purchasing. I hope to send it to you. And have a great day. Thanks for watching.